Hello everybody, and welcome to this video that's going to be showing the removal of a keyboard on an Acer Aspire 1, the Intel Atom edition. I think this is a zg5. So unlike other laptops where you might need to unscrew some screws from underneath the laptop, on this particular machine you don't need to. The way you remove the keyboard, I was trying to place the camera in the best possible angle, is that if you find that there is a couple of interesting notches above the F8, F2, and then further down at the bottom of the keyboard. And the technique is that you need something very thin, maybe even a sort of a little knife, Stanley blade or something like that. And without trying to scratch it too much, you'll find that you'll be able to push in a small notch and you'll be able to lift up the keyboard a little bit. And before we continue lifting anything else, let's see if I can position the camera a little bit more accurately. We do the next one, which is here, and we push it in, and it should give you a little bit of leeway. It is tricky, and then the reason I recommend a blade is then you can slip in underneath the little gap that you have. And then the final one, I think that might have. Now what you'll also find is that we're not looking to lift up the whole keyboard away from the laptop. I'm just looking to unhinge it from this. Seems like it needs a bit more. There you go. Now there is a tiny little bit of tension in the middle, in the center, because there's a little groove here that's holding the keyboard down. And once you've done that, you're sliding it forward a little bit because there's these little notches down here that are also wedged in. And when we turn the keyboard around without lifting it any further, we'll see that there's a connector there. Now the way to take this out is definitely not by pulling out the cable. This little bit here, different color in a dark black brown, is actually a lid that can be lifted up, and we need to lift that up like this, and then as you can see the cable automatically loosens itself. Now we're going to take the replacement keyboard. Now there is actually a little trick where the line on this keyboard indicates when you put it in, if you're straight. Let's see if I can get an angle to that. Is indicating if you're straight enough, and also if you've gone in enough. It should be level with the in this case the white block underneath the design here on the keyboard connector. Okay. Just the camera in the way and just taking a little bit of time to put it into place nicely. Okay. And then we close the flap, and there you go. Now we'll just wedge the corners here in first, and then all we need to do is apply pressure on the sides and then at the top in those three places, and you'll hear your little clicking noise, which is the keyboard being clamped down. And that's how you replace a keyboard on an Acer Aspire 1 zg5. Thank you very much for watching.